Yo, what's good, YouTube? King Wallace here, man. I know it seemed like I wasn't here, but I'm here. And we back at it, man. I'm not gonna waste too much of y'all time, man. We got Stanford here today. You know, I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time talking, man. We got Stanford here today. Let's take a look at Stanford's roster. I'm not sure if they got a good one or not. They didn't have a good one last year. Let's see. Oh, that's right by 'em. Yeah, they highs is 82 overall. We're not even going through this. Yeah, this may be a runaway. This might be a runaway game for us. And to be honest, we need to get right game, so we're gonna have everybody get everybody a chance to play today. But first and foremost, we got to get in and take care of business. Why do they have 3 kickers and 2 punters on this roster? EA just be doing shit sometimes. But like, as y'all know, man, I'm not doing no commentating. You getting me here before the game, then after the game, and then it's straight commentary from the game. But oh wait, have I show? You know what? I need to show y'all my recruiting board real quick, just real quick. We'll go through it. Is everybody already on a visit? They are not. Did we get any commits? Because I forgot I did scouting off camera last time. I don't think we got any commits. Here's what it is. Let's get these other people in. Especially if we got a left tackle ready for visit. Yeah, we gotta get these people in now. Especially the offensive line, man. Cost 40 to get him in, but he a gem. And nobody visiting him here. We can have him visit on Baylor week with DeAndre. His most important thing is coach prestige. We got better ratings on his other ones though, and we can actually go ahead and hard sell them too. So I think I might go ahead and do that as well. But let's see how many more people we can actually get on the video here. So we got the beard. Let's get him in here as well. We don't know enough about him. Conference prestige. It did say, yeah, conference prestige. What is East West playmaker here, running back as well, so we can't get him in. So if we tried to get you in on a business, yeah, that's gonna take away from that. We need one more. And I don't think we have one more to actually do that day. So it might have to be a defensive player, but I don't want to do that. I need a receiver. Yeah, I need a receiver to actually be going with them because it's gonna take away from him, and I don't want to do that at all. Noah Jeffrey might take his own self out of here, honestly. Proximity to home. There you know, Richard Hills. Okay. All right. So you know Notre Dame week as well. We'll have them in there together plenty of time. Oh yeah, I know that's huge. So we got we got 4 defensive players right here that would be all good for each other. Oh, except for Owen, he can't come that week. So we'll get Owen. Oh, he costs 40 anyway. So let's get Crick, Marquez, and should we go Boston College week or Baylor week? Let's just go Baylor week for that. Well, let's do Boston College week. We'll get everybody else in here soon, man. I'm about to figure out how to finagle somebody, how to finesse this a little bit. Championship contender. All right, boom. So I need to go to that left tackle. And since, might as well go ahead and hard sell him. All right, cool. Hard sell. Boom. for getting that extra 50. I think we may know enough about DeAndre Farrell. I just realized we got two DeAndres. Championship contender, proximity to home. What is your hard sell, sir? No, it's not that. Yeah, that's what it is right there. All right, we'll do that. Getting that extra 10. So we have a hard sell here. Did we get the hard sell correct? We did not. Let's take that away. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's take that away. Yeah. Shit, we got the hard sell wrong. So, yeah, let's get up out of there with that. You get everybody else hard sell correct? Let me know. Oh, I haven't done a hard sell on you yet. How close is it? And them creeping, boy. It may be time to go ahead and hit the hard sell button on him. The playing style got to change, but I think we can get him up and going. Cause I don't understand how the playing style is not working for him. Playing style, it's probably that one, the one with the playing time mixed in. Probably. We're gonna see. It could be this one too. Let's do this one first, and then if that's not it, we'll switch it up. All right, we don't have no more time right now, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game, man. So I'll let y'all I'll let y'all after the game.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. To throw, it's Gulbranson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He makes a catch. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Gulbranson. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Mustangs are on the move. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Back to pass, it's Gobranson. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Mustangs need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
3:25.
Back to throw, it's Gulbranson. Pulls it in, it's Hall. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Reads it, fires complete.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And it's no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Gulbranson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. That's reeled in. It's Knight. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking downfield, it's Gulbranson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the gun on third down. Makes the catch. It's Hall. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's forward. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Scanning the field, it's Gulbranson. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown Mustangs. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken...
Looking for a huge play. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give on the inside. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on.
Number 0.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Gulbranson. He's got him. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gary. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they...
There he goes! Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Looking to pass. It's Gulbranson. He's got it on the move. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Mustangs will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. It's a draw. Brings into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Still running at the 40. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. Stanford quickly to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Number 89, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. Snagged out of the air. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Got it in the middle. It's Davis.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll move the tight end. Got the quick completion. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spiders.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Iowa State. Circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 class. Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggling receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in it.
Going for it all. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Got it set up on the outside. Next, going for the goal line. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what scheme.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan.
He lobs one high down the left side. And his first pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unloads quickly. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's it. Wrap it up. Party over. So kind of made that game a little more difficult than it should have been. I was playing well for, to start off, and just went off the rails for me a little bit. I think the EA was like, oh, this ain't gonna be that easy, my boy. But once I finally, got my head out of my ass, we picked it up. We got going. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, all in all, win's a win. We still number 1 in the nation. And I'll take that. Let's get on to next week, man. We got to commit. Oh, we got DeAndre Toner. So does that mean we are out of the running for the other DeAndre? Or the other QB? What if we get both? One, I'm going to be pissed if we get both. Isaac Smith, player of the week? Okay. Oh, yeah. Had a job like that 100-yard. What was it? Nah, maybe been more than 100, maybe like 101-yard touchdown or something like that. Who was on the Heisman watch, man? I even looked at that all year. Nico, Marcel Reed. Marcel Reed? What are you doing at Bama? Man, why did he transfer to Bama, dog? And who is Cliff Honeywell? So if he, hold on, listen. If Marcel Reed transferred to Bama, did Keelan Russell leave? I'm not even sure if I knew he was in the portal or not. I have a bad habit of not looking at the higher rated players in the portal, most of them, because most of them they aren't interested. No, he's still there, but so is Sorsby. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be here. But Keelan Russell decided to stay, which is actually kind of funny, because why? He could have left. Because Todd Simpson is still here. How is Todd Simpson still here? This is the second year. Isn't Todd Simpson a senior this year in real life? Something weird happened here. Marcel Reed leaving A&M is crazy. Who's the A&M QB now? Michael Hawkins Jr. Well, actually, he's not even starting. They said he's from Dallas. Who's Michael Hawkins Jr.? I'm about to look him up. Yeah, this is not a good year for A&M football. Miles O'Neal, 73 overall sophomore. Or redshirt sophomore at that. I'm sorry, A&M. That sucks. He transferred to an already loaded Bama squad. All right, let's take a look at recruiting, man. Get our first recruits. So now with the other DeAndre, I ain't gonna lie, we may lose him. Simply because not only did we sign someone else, we signed Toner, but look at this lead that that Oregon SC has. And let's see, it's not week 9 yet, but when that week 9 comes, we gotta. This visit got to be amazing. Like, we need Baylor to keep winning, so the opponent, like, it can go up. Because if they don't, we in trouble, man. We are in trouble. That frees up points. So let's get some other visits done. So now you can't come here, cause any other offensive players here, they're not. I can't schedule him here because it looks like he got a visit already. Who's he going to visit the U? That may put us out of contention. I'm gonna have to bring him in week 9 to hopefully gain whatever they about to. I think they about to put me out of my misery, to be completely honest. I'm just gonna be real about it. They put more time into him too. All right, I'll let you come in Boston College week, because why not? Championship contender is your favorite. Whimper, damn, it costs 42. Let's go ahead and put you in Boston College week as well. May as well go ahead and get you in here. Cost prestige. All right. Now, Frank, I'm not sure who you have any other visits. You do not. We just overtook Texas. So, do we have any other offensive players coming up, man? I don't just want to just bring you in just to bring you in. None of these teams have the tier. You could just put you in for weekend as well. Why not? Do we have any people visiting this week? Oh no, we are away, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are away. So with that being said, it's time to put more points on players. Cone only here with 5. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. everybody at least 15? No. Alright, everybody is at least 15 now. We have got to get alright, we know you guys hard sales, so honestly I think we know quite a few of these. We got 10 hours to play with, so let's do a soft sale here. Championship contender. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we'll do that for shorter. We're just gonna do the soft sell for now, because no point of pushing it. Actually, well, yeah, no point of pushing it, because these two guys are right here. So honestly, who else can we start soft selling for? We don't know. We need more on you, so we need to give you more points. Because only knowing one thing, which is conference prestige, I'm not sure if that's enough to actually have enough on you. So 35. Let's do that on a mecha, just so we can actually start, seeing some damn check marks. Because we got all that other stuff that don't have no check marks. But yeah, man. So as y'all can see, we still ranked #1 in the nation. That might be okay. Let's look at the stats real quick, because I need to see what I'm doing for Kevin. 65%, 9 TDs, 5 picks. That's not gonna cut it. I threw 2 last week. Okay. No, we got to turn it up this week. We've got to turn it up this week. All right, man. Like I said, as I said, I'm gonna see y'all in game. Then we'll probably get another one in after this, man. Depending on how fast this one goes, how well it goes. All right, man. See y'all in a minute.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the SMU Mustangs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Under fire. Got his man out of the backfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Sweet cut there. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Mustangs are on the move. From the gun, running back gets the give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can...
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Looking for a man, it's Collins. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Nice job finding my wide receiver. Then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Singleton. Not a whole lot of room there, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Kept it and he's past the marker. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's Collins. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job.
Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown SMU! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a big gain. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown Mustangs! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. On the move, it's Willis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass, it's Collins. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. He
puts a lot of air under it down down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange will have to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Green 25.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. That's caught. It's Cooper. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jet.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes makes the catch inside the 20.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen and anything can change after you score like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He fires to the left side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collins. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Trick 9, B.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Flex, flex, flex. In blue.
The play action fake. Under fire. Plucks it out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10.
42, Spider. Go!
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. To the air, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Caught on the outside, it's Williams.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He'll keep it himself. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Tremble. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The inside handoff. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Quick step and go. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he had him right down the middle and they just squirted right through his fingers and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm
turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Back to pass, it's Collins. Dumps it off in the flats. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Crosses the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Fights off a defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Collins. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Motion from the back. Gonna sling it on second down. A spectacular one-hand grab. Bounced off his feet.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
Out of the shotgun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk.
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Voice and audio. I'm trying to clean that up. So I got to do some smooth hitting on there. As I can see, another win, 56-10. Neither one of these teams are really on high level, to be completely honest. It really wasn't a fair fight. But, we got to play the teams in front of us. Got to play the teams put on your schedule. And, SMU not a powerhouse just yet. I'm going to get them there, though. So we got 56-10 over Syracuse. Really wasn't too much of a, you feel, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and jump to the next week. Oh man, I didn't realize I done been over here for 2 hours. Jackson Lavender, player of the week. They said offensive player of the week, but it should have been really just special team player of the week. He had them two touchdowns, 2 return touchdowns, man. But like I said, man, I've been on here for 2 hours. That's long enough, man. It's long enough, especially playing these games. You know, you get caught up playing these games all the time. Still nobody in the Heisman race. So what we'll do, man, is we're gonna end it here. We'll go ahead and shut it down, and the next time you see me play, honestly, probably be tomorrow. And I'll go ahead and get it going in the morning. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so I'm gonna get these games going and early, and we're gonna burn as many as we can. All right, man. Until next time, man. Thank you. Remember, like, comment, subscribe on that video. Until next time, King Wallace out. 1.